How y'all doing? My name is Marcus Covington, and I'm from Tarboro, North Carolina. I like to ride my dirt bike, you know, and just like to have fun.
Hey y'all, my name is Tatiana from Dallas, Texas. I like to ride my horseback, and I like to have fun, you hear me?
I'm from Augusta, Georgia, born and raised. I like horseback riding, and yes, I like some okra. I love me some okra. You know I like some okra.
What do you know about the South?
The Deep South, a place where sweet tea, fried green tomatoes, and apple pie are a delicacy. A place in which elders are addressed with yes sirs and no ma'ams. It is also a place that for over a century has been known for its southern hospitality as well as peculiar and deeply ingrained prejudice. For all that it is worth, this is a place that myself and millions of others have called home, millions of whom were also enslaved. The Civil War served as a catalyst that would forever change the landscape of this country. And as the war raged on, thousands of slaves used the commotion and bloodshed to escape from their oppressive lifestyles. In the process, it brought a large fraction of the enslaved population to the fort surrounding as well as protecting Washington, D.C. These individuals left with the hope of finding both their freedom as well as new opportunities. A large portion of these African Americans, both free and enslaved, came from southern states as well as nearby Virginia and Maryland. When they arrived at these forts, they were given basic resources and shelter. In exchange, they were hired by the Union Army. While some helped to construct fortifications, others served as seamstress. Contraband, as they were called, was a title which reflected their status as spoils of war. It was also a term that challenged as well as reaffirmed the idea of individuals being property. In the years to follow, African Americans thrived and experienced a heightened period of economic as well as social prosperity, building entire communities for their families despite the amount of discrimination they experienced. Some decades later, the unthinkable happened. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated, and for African Americans throughout the country, it felt as if the promise or possibility of equality was ripped from beneath them. From this event came several major riots, and the streets of Washington, D.C. roared with the smell of smoke and the sound of broken windows and that of broken dreams. This event, in addition to several others, marked the slow decline of both the city as well as its inhabitants. As time progressed, the city experienced several major transitions. But one thing that remained constant was the communal spirit found in the Black community. It was this, in addition to the educational as well as professional opportunities, that brought me to this area. There's an Asante proverb that says, when you fall in the path of your father, you learn to walk like him. In times like these, when we go through countless trials and tribulations, instead of forging new paths, making the same mistakes, or simply accepting defeat, we should practice preservation and perseverance. By preserving memories, lessons, and anything dear, we will be able to persevere through any experience, good or bad, and emerge from our journeys, whether it be from the South or from one neighborhood to the next,